Artifact farming in Genshin Impact is one of the most frustrating and the most annoying part in the entire game. Hello YouTube, hello everyone, it's the Marvelous Gamer Alan here, back with another video, and in this video I'm covering the most overwhelming topic for early game Genshin Impact players, that is Artifact. This video will cover the entirety of Artifact, answer all of the questions that you have in mind. Alright, let's get started. Artifacts in Genshin Impact can vary all the way from 1 star to 5 star. Okay, so you generally want to use the 5-star artifact. The 5-star artifact will mainly be the golden artifacts. Okay, you want to use that, but you won't get them that easily and that early in game. That is why many players and mostly everyone that has hit AR 45 and above is saying only farm artifacts when you are AR 45 and above or gold level 6. It is when you have the guaranteed chance of getting a 5-star artifact. Alright, anyways, like I said, artifacts are from 1 star all the way to 5 star. Okay, 2 characters cannot hold 1 artifact piece at the same time. Your Hu Tao, your Diluc cannot hold the Crimson Witch of Flames hat at the same time. And if you get an artifact, you cannot change the main stat or the substat. Those are permanent. You can get the 5-star artifact from 3 places. Okay, if you farm the artifact domain, you farm the world bosses, you do the weekly bosses, you get 5-star artifact. I'll take the Valley of Remembrance as an example, and I will explain how artifact farming in artifact domain works. In an artifact domain, artifact sets will always be in pair. It is sometimes so annoying that you want to throw the computer, laptop, whatever you're using to play the game outside the window. Okay, now in each and every domain, the artifact sets will always be in pair. Now, in this domain that I have selected, that is the Valley of Remembrance, the Viridescent Venerer and the Maiden's Beloved is in a pair. Okay, the Viridescent Venerer, one of the most top tier artifact sets in Genshin Impact. On the other hand, Maiden's Beloved is not that much. It's only good for healers, and most of us don't use healers that much in the late game. Okay, so I want everyone to keep this one point in mind. Okay, when we farm an artifact domain, the piece that you get is completely random. Okay, it is completely RNG based. Okay, each and every artifact set, the 5-star ones have 5 pieces in it. Okay, when you're farming for a specific piece in a specific set in a specific domain, your brain will be fried. And the weekly bosses, and like the wolf boss, Deval, and so on, child, and so on and so forth, will drop artifact. They'll only drop 1 artifact, sometimes 2, but only from the Gladiator's Finale and Wanderer's Troop set. Okay, same goes for the world bosses, the Anima Hypostasis, the Oceanite, Cryo Hypostasis, the many world bosses that are there in Genshin Impact. They will only drop artifact pieces from the Gladiator's Finale and Wanderer's Troop. Anyways, let's talk about the artifacts now. I'm going to use my Ganyu as an example to explain you about artifacts. Okay, an artifact set has 5 pieces. Okay, each artifact set will have a flower, a feather, a timepiece, a goblet, and a hat. Okay, to farm an artifact domain, you need 20 resin for 1 run, and each run will give you 1 to 2 artifact, the golden ones, if you are AR 45 and above. Each artifact piece has a main stat and substats, or you can also call them primary stats and the secondary stat. Every 5-star artifact that you get in the game is either a 3-line starters, that is at +0 at level 0, that artifact piece will have 3 substats or 4 substats. Okay, and each and every artifact piece in Genshin Impact can have a maximum of 4 substats. Okay, no artifact piece can have 5. The primary stat, okay, the main stat, the one that you see in the bold on the top, okay, the HP thing, the main thing that you see on the top, is fixed for flower and feather. Okay, that's why they are the most easiest to farm in Genshin Impact. On the other hand, your timepieces, your goblets and your hats isn't. Okay, they have the varying main stats, and that's why they are a pain in the ass to farm. Your timepiece can have a main stat of HP percent, attack percent, defense percent, energy recharge, and elemental mastery. Your goblet can have HP percent, attack percent, defense percent, elemental mastery, physical damage bonus, and elemental damage bonus. Okay, so there are 7 elements, so there are 7 types of elemental damage bonus. In total, you will have 11 types of goblets in Genshin Impact. I know it's very shitty, but welcome to Genshin Impact. Now, the hat has HP percent, attack percent, defense percent, elemental mastery, crit rate, and crit damage. It also has healing bonus. Okay, these are the main stats that you can get for a hat. Now, okay, so now I'm gonna explain you what stats are. Okay, for the basics, let's start with the basics. Okay, first we have what we call flat stats, like flat HP, elemental mastery, flat attack, and flat defense. And then we have percentage stats such as HP percent, attack percent, defense percent, crit rate, crit damage, so on and so forth. Now, flat HP, flat attack, and flat defense are mostly what we call bad stats. Okay. On the other hand, elemental mastery is very good. Okay, so you mainly want elemental mastery for your character if your character is a part of reaction based comps. Okay, I'm not going to cover what reaction based comps and what reactions are in this video, and that's a topic for another video. HP, attack, and defense does what the name suggests. If you don't know, well, I suggest you buy some common sense, and it's quite cheap in the market. Now, elemental mastery is a stat that will increase your damage that is done in a reaction based comp. Okay, so elemental mastery, if you click the question mark next to it, you can read all about the elemental mastery. Okay, elemental mastery can strengthen the benefits gained from elemental reactions. The next stat that I'm going to explain is energy recharge. Energy recharge increases the amount of energy generated with each elemental particle and elemental orb obtained. The higher the value of this number, the more energy is generated. Okay, in simple language, energy recharge is mainly for your burst. Okay, if you have higher energy recharge, you can use your burst more often. The other stat that I'm going to talk about is crit rate and crit damage. It's like, how do I say, early game players think crit rate and crit damage is very hard to understand, but I'm gonna explain it to you in a simple way. Okay, crit rate is how often you're gonna do big damage. Okay, on the other hand, crit damage is how much big damage you're going to do, or the amount of big damage that you're going to do. Okay, I'll explain this crit rate and crit damage with an example. Crit rate is how often your mother hits you hardly with her slippers, and crit damage is how hard those slippers are going to hit you. See, it's very easy, isn't it? We naturally want a 1:2 ratio of crit rate and crit damage. Anything extra than that is okay, but don't go for anything that is like a 20:300 ratio and stuff like that. Okay, or anything like this. If you have both of them high, which is everyone's dream, you're going to do big damage in each and every single one of your attacks. Okay. Now, let's talk about the 5-star artifacts. Each and every 5-star artifact that you find in Genshin Impact is either a 3-line starter or a 4-line starter. Okay, the 4-line starter being better than the 3-one. Okay, leveling them each time. Okay, if you level up an artifact each time, the main stat that you see, okay, the main stat, that the one written in bold, is going to get increased by a certain amount at each upgrade. Okay, so if you upgrade an artifact from level 1 to level 2, it's going to get a little increase in the main stat. Like that, it's going to happen all the way to level 20. The main stat is fixed. Okay, if you take any two attack timepieces, they're going to have 44.6% attack. Okay, that won't change. If you take any cryo damage bonus, it's going to have 44.6%. If you take any to crit rate, it's going to have 31.1% crit rate. When you're leveling up artifacts at level 4, level 8, level 12, level 16 and level 20, the substats will get an upgrade. Okay, one of the substats will get an upgrade. Which stat will get the upgrade is completely random. Okay, that's the main reason why people keep crying about artifacts. 3-line starting 5-star artifacts will get an additional stat at level 4 and an upgrade at level 8, 12, 16 and 20. 4-stat starting 5-star artifacts will get an upgrade at level 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20 and will not get an additional stat at level 4. To summarize that, 3 stats starting 5-star artifacts will get 4 upgrades, while on the other hand, 4 stat starting 5-star artifacts will get 5 upgrades. That's why we say 4 stat starting 5-star artifacts is usually better. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna cover this thing. It's called set bonus. Alright. If your character is using 2 pieces from the same artifact sets, you're gonna get 2-piece set bonus. All right, and if you're using and if your character is holding 4 pieces from the same artifact set, you will get the 2-piece set bonus as well as the 4-piece set bonus. Okay, for an example, my Ganyu is holding 4 pieces from the Wanderer's Troop Delight. Alright, so she's gonna get the 2-piece set bonus of increased elemental mastery by 80 and the 4-piece set bonus that increases the charge attack damage by 35% if a character is Catalyst or Bow. Okay, so she's gonna get both of those bonuses since she's holding 4 pieces from the Wanderer's Troop set. Okay, so the last thing that I'm gonna talk about is leveling up artifacts. Okay, each artifact uses other artifact as fodder. If you feed a raised artifact into another artifact, you will get 80% of the EXP you stuffed that juicy artifact with as EXP for your new artifact. Okay, I know I said that artifact a lot of times. I'm gonna give you a simple explanation. Now, if I feed this plus 20, I'm gonna get 80% of the EXP back, and it's gonna be fed into this physical damage bonus goblet. You mainly want to use your 1-star all the way to 4-star artifacts as fodder and use your 5-star artifacts, the bad 5-star artifacts, in the strong box. That's a productive way of using your artifact. Just now I mentioned to use your bad 5-star artifacts in the strong box. Alright, and if you don't know what the strong box is, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so I want you to come to the crafting table anywhere, okay, and hit on craft, and then the third option on the left, okay, this one, Mystic Offering. Okay, this is what you call the strong box. You can get any of these artifacts. All right, If you submit 3 of them, okay, you can get one artifact. Okay, it has a small chance of being the good artifact. The chances are very slim. Okay, I'm saying this, just keep that in mind. All right. Sometimes the artifact strongbox comes in handy, and on the other hand, it is the biggest scam in the game. All right. Each 5-star artifacts also have a 4-star version of it. Okay, early game you can use those as well. If you're using the replenishable resin, you can use that as well, but just don't waste too much resin on getting the 4-star artifacts. You mainly want to save your resin to get the 5-star artifacts. All right, just keep that in mind. Anyways, that was the guide. I hope you understood and enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I will answer them. I'm trying to answer all the comments that I get, at least give them a heart. All right, so I'll come across your question as well. Now, that's all for this video. If you want a specific guide on anything, leave them in the comments down below. I'll make sure to cover that as well. And yeah, that's all for now. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.